Hello and welcome to Space Taxi on the Commodore 64. And well, this is a reasonably early game, 84, and actually never really heard of this back in the day. But a lot of the guys over at the Lemon 64 forums, they're always quite keen on this, and it turns up now and then in our games competitions. So I thought I'll give it a go, and sometimes in a sometimes, yeah, you can be surprised at some of the games that turn up there. But so you can have up to four players. It's alternate play. We'll just stick with one player. You can pick a difficulty level. We'll just pick morning shift because I'm not very good at the game. I haven't played it too much, but so the graphics, even for 84, they're a bit simplistic. I mean, they do seem to use mostly the built-in graphics, pet ski graphics, as they're known as. But the aim of the game is to fly this little taxi, which has got sort of a good stab at reasonable physics in terms of its gravity and thrust and things like that. So it's a bit like Lunar Lander or Jupiter Lander as it was in the 64, or it's that sort of game. So you've got a limited amount of fuel, and you've got to be careful and press fire to deploy your landing gear. Like you can hear there's a little bit of pretty rough speech, but it does add something to the game actually. So he's asked to go up, so this means we go up off the edge of the screen. And we're on to the next screen. And all he does, he'll tell you where he'll tell you where he wants to land, pad 1. And you've got to be careful. If his trip is not too rough, he'll give you a little tip, I think. And you've got a limited amount of time to get. You see at the bottom right, there's a it's counting down now. That's how much he's going to pay you, I think. So once you get used to the sort of basic look of the graphics, the game itself is actually quite well done. It's really well designed, and these levels are quite simplistic. Later levels are really quite cunning. So pad 1. Yes, later levels the platforms are moving and things like that. Oops. Yeah, you can see what happened there. I don't have my landing gear deployed. Once you've deployed your landing gear, you can't thrust left or right, so you have to be careful. As long as you're not going too fast, you can have a bit of sideways momentum when you land. So you normally do a couple of trips on each screen, then it takes you to the next one. I say this is the beginner level. It's a bit of a rough landing there. Yeah. So you can see this is starting to get a bit more complicated. Oops, I just drove into him. So you've got a limited amount of fuel, but you can, if you look at the bottom right, there's a platform with an F on it. That's extra fuel. I think you get refueled when you have a, is it a renew screen, or even when you lose life. I think you get refueled. See, there's a fuel gauge in the middle of the status panel. So I might just go and get. Oops. I was going to get some fuel, but I've lost life, so get my fuel tank again. Oops, that's a bit rough. But what I'll do is I'll just finish my game here, and I'll just show you a demo of some of the other screens. The game shows you some of the later screens. You can see they get a bit more complicated. On the move. So, yes. So this one's got moving platforms, and looks quite complicated. So you see the game, it looks quite simple at first, but actually there's a bit more to it than meets the eye. When I first saw it, I thought, well, that's okay, but it's nothing too brilliant. But actually, once you play it and you start to see more of the game, and once you get by the sort of basic look of it, it's really quite a well designed game. So yeah, I'll give this 8 out of 10 because it's a pretty good game actually. There's very little wrong with it. So the graphics are simplistic, but they do the job okay. The sound is quite good. The speech is rough, but it does add quite a lot. And well, the gameplay itself is great. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Highly recommended. You give it a go. See you in the next video.